Ways that are used to hijack a person's destiny. When we talk about one's destiny being hijacked, we are talking about a person's glory being taken away. Number one, family witches. Family witches play a huge role in stealing the glory of one's destiny. Because these people, some of them were there when you were born. The day you said "nye," they held you. They handled you. Some of them even nurtured and fed you. While some were busy speaking or making incantations in their hearts towards your destiny. Because they know you are innocent. They know you are pure. And they know you come bearing gifts. That is why most people, you hear them saying, when a baby is born with their hands closed, not with their hands open. And that is where the mystery that people talk about and they don't fully understand comes in, where palm readers can tell you your destiny by reading your palm. It can easily happen when somebody is a baby, because when they come with their hands closed. And when they open, they can see your destiny. Family witches play a huge role in swapping destinies. An aunt who's struggling with their own child will visit an unholy place and will be told, you need to find a newborn baby within the family. When the baby is this month old or this weeks old or these days old, and when you finally get your hands to that baby, just touch their head. Others will just be told, go and touch the belly button of that baby. And then boom, your mother sees her own sister coming to congratulate her. She's excited. Kanti, there is an agenda. That is why if they miss you there as a baby, they will get you when you are getting married. Because when you are about to get married, you are about to enter into a different world in the name of a covenant. So that is why you need to understand that some people today are fighting things they don't know exactly as to when did they start. So family witches are some of these people that are used to steal a glory of a person. Now you find out at the time where you are supposed to manifest your destiny, that is the time where you begin to fight for your destiny. But all these things were done long time ago when you were still young. That is why it's very important to pray against family altars. You can easily identify altars that are fighting your family by paying attention to family patterns. Family patterns can reveal the type of an altar fighting your family. It could be chronic disease or chronic illness that follows your family. Then you are able to tell this is a family altar here. It could be premature death. It could be miscarriages in the family where people miscarry. It could be lack of employment, lack of direction. It could be a lot of things that you encounter as a family. Everybody marrying, remarrying, marrying, remarrying. Some don't even marry. Then you know there is an altar in this family that is like this. So you fight against it because destinies are hijacked. That is why we usually say an altar is a place where destinies are altered. Number 2, lust. Lust is one of the ways that the devil uses to steal people's destinies. That is why it is then lust that leads to many things. People don't wake up and they are now addicted to certain things. There is a source. What they are dealing with is symptoms. Masturbation is not your enemy. Your enemy is lust. You deal with the lust. That one is powerless. You gluing your eyes into things you're not supposed to be gluing your eyes. Enjoying people while they are perishing. Lust. There is nothing that stops, hijack, kill, destroys, swap destinies of men and of people like lust. What did the mother of Lemuel say to Lemuel in Proverbs 31? So the mother of Lemuel says to Lemuel, my son, be careful of women. They have destroyed kings. Wait a minute. A king is a ruler. A somebody in leadership. Here I'm not talking about somebody who has a kingdom, but I'm just talking about somebody in leadership. The mother says, be careful of women, for they have destroyed destinies of kings. But now, women are not the ones who are wrong. Something comes on a man and leads him to different women, and he starts womanizing. And lust opened doors for many things. Number 3, soul ties. A soul tie is a deep spiritual connection or link between two people. Here we are talking about souls. That strong connection that even after these people separate, one will not stop thinking about the other. You know it's not good for you to be with this individual, but you can't help but to be with them. It's not you. You are now one with that person. Yes, the Bible says it. It says, he who lays with a harlot is one with a harlot. Where? In spirit. Of course, in the flesh you are there, the harlot is there. In spirit. The Bible says, and Jonathan and David, they became one in spirit. What is that? Soul tie. What are you talking about? Another translation said they were one in soul. What are you talking about? That is soul tie there. That is why when a man leaves his father, blah, 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 and cleave to his wife, they become one. But how are they one yet I'm seeing two people? In the spirit. That is why some of you are married in community of property. And you know it better because in community of property, his debt is your debt. His issue is your issue. You are one. They don't care who did it. You are one. People that you engage with, be careful. Because this is the other way the enemy uses to hijack destinies and the glory of your destiny. And this one, not only is he hijacking the glory of your destiny, he uses this to delay you. Because you'll be going back to something that God is trying to deliver you from. Now you are recycling what God is replacing without even knowing. So now you are delayed automatically. Some of you are going around carrying out and bringing in spirits that are working against others into your own life in the name of love. Somebody has a spirit altar fighting him. You don't know who that person is. You see, when we say ask where the person comes from, it's not just a thing of you trying to interrogate somebody or you trying to dig the past. It has nothing to do with that. It says we are not ignorant of his devices. He says, but how can you be equally yoked? You see what I mean? It means what a person believes and whom a person believes and what the person is subscribed to matters when it comes to the matters of love. Pay attention to what Apostle is saying. It is very important because some people have inherited things in the name of love. Listen, before that, you were thriving as a person. Before that, you were clear with yourself as to this is who I am, this is where I'm going, and this I'm going to get there. But all of a sudden, you started experiencing the opposite. When it comes to your destiny, you must be sober. Don't give your destiny easily. They are destiny hijackers. You can't tell me that John the Baptist was supposed to die the way he died. You can't. Jesus spoke a great statement, a big statement, when he said, among all prophets born of a woman, none is greater than John the Baptist. But look at how John died. Somebody cut his head. Somebody celebrating. And now they are asked, what do you want me to do for you? And the person now is influenced to say, I want what? John the Baptist's head on a platter. Out of all the heads in the world, she went for the head of John, the one who announced the Messiah. John, who was respected. John, who was feared. Died like a chicken. You see a chicken, they cut the head. Died like a chicken. There are people with great destinies. But because of how the enemy hijacks destinies, they are unable to manifest that greatness that they carry. So be careful. When it comes to soul ties don't only form or get to be established when two people sleep together. You can actually form a soul tie by the reason of vows. And some of you love talking, you don't reason, words don't die. Words don't die. Be careful. Words are replaced with words. That is why people on the altar, when they get married, they vow vows. And there they are one. Some of you, there are people you have looked at and said straight to them, I will never leave you. And you became one with them. I'd rather die before I leave you. You became one with them. You are my best friend forever. I will never do this. Some of you, you told your boyfriends when you were 15, I will die for you. You are busy dying even now. And you are wondering why things are not coming together. You are dying. So things that were supposed to kill her or them, now they are killing you. Why? Because you said, I will die for you. Words are powerful. Covenants are established through words. That is why sometimes you just need to renounce, denounce. You use words to fight words. Life is not a rehearsal. You don't wake up and say, I was joking. Now let's start. Everything you do matters. Everything you say matters. No wonder why Isaiah 54:17 says what? No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Every word that has been spoken against you in judgment, thou shalt condemn. So the Bible there is telling you that until you condemn, those weapons will prosper. So you stop the weapons by stopping the words.